I gotta tell you that I have been busy since I got my Samsung Galaxy S3 4G. A lot of things to do, a lot of things to learn. I'm totally a beginner on Android. I can't do anything. The phone doesn't even have a SIM card yet because my SIM card is a nano SIM from my iPhone 5. So that SIM card doesn't work in this phone. So I need to have some kind of twin card or something to have a SIM card in the Samsung Galaxy S3. And I have still not learned how to type on the keyboard. I think it's very hard to type on it. But of course I will learn after using it for a while. Going from an iPhone 5, where I type really fast, to this Samsung Galaxy S3 4G using the default keyboard, it's very hard because it's totally different. Totally different. So I need to learn how to type on it. And there's a lot of settings to do and screen adjustments, widgets, you name it. So I have been busy since last evening. I've been using it every minute since I got it around 5 p.m. yesterday. But I've still only learned very few things, so a lot is missing still. And I miss my apps. I've installed Pocket instead of Instapaper. I've installed Flipboard, but somehow my username and password doesn't work. I don't know why. Really strange. I've installed Feedly. I haven't looked at it yet. I've installed Facebook, Chrome. Well, that's what I have installed, I believe. I will install Buffer too, because Buffer is a service I use a lot. So I will install that too. This phone, the Samsung Galaxy S3 4G, has 2 GB of RAM memory. That's great, but only 16 GB of internal storage. I can expand that with a micro SD card, but I don't own a micro SD card yet. I saw that I only have 8 GB free storage left, and I've only installed 5 or maybe 6 apps. Maybe I need a micro SD card, or maybe not. Because music, for example, I have in Google Music streaming. I have Spotify, so I don't need to store music on the Android phone. And photos, I don't know if I will store them on the phone. I will upload them with instant upload, but I don't know if I will store them on the phone. I haven't learned yet how to connect the Android phone to my Mac either. I don't know how to do. I thought it was as easy as using a USB flash drive, but apparently not, because I connected it to my Mac yesterday, but nothing showed up. But as I said, I have lots of things to learn about Android, but one thing, it's really fun. I really love gadgets and learning new stuff, so learning Android will be really fun and cool and interesting, so no problem for me. And after learning all the beginner stuff, I want to learn stuff that not many Android users are doing. For example, blogging on the Android phone, writing in Markdown, video editing and so on. I want to be creative and productive and make videos about that, because there is no videos about such things on YouTube. People using Android apps is it's not many. It's missing from YouTube, such videos. So I will be creative and productive on the Android phone, so I can do videos about how to do stuff. That's my plan. One annoying thing though is that I think the screen is too bright. I usually lay in bed before I go to sleep and reading, and even if I have the auto brightness on and manually lower the brightness on the screen, it's still too bright. My iPhone 5 can be a lot darker, if you know what I mean. If I want, I can do the screen a lot darker on the iPhone 5, and actually the automatic brightness on the iPhone 5 do it a lot darker automatically on the evening. But this Samsung Galaxy S3 4G has still too bright screen to read on in complete darkness, and I don't like that, because the 4.8 inch screen is excellent for reading otherwise. That was my first experience when I used it. You get so much more content on the screen. That's great. A lot more content on the screen. A lot more screen real estate, if you know what I mean. 1280 by 720 resolution and the 4.8 inch screen. It's great. Hard to operate with one hand though. For example, when I lay in bed reading and lay on my side reading, when I use my iPhone 5, I usually hold it in one hand and navigate and operate it. But with the Samsung Galaxy S3, sometimes you need to go at the top of the screen to push a button, and sometimes you need to go to the bottom of the screen to push a button. And you can't do that by holding it in the same position with one hand. You need to move the whole phone in your hand. That's a bit annoying, but I think I can handle that drawback because the screen is a lot bigger, so I like the 4.8 inch screen really much. I'd hoped for a Galaxy Note 2 though, so it could fit perfectly fine between my iPhone 5 and the 11 inch MacBook Air. It would be a great device for me to have as a consuming device, a small tablet. I would really like 5.5 inch screen, but this 4.8 inch screen is great too, so I think for reading and consuming media, this screen is excellent. Except for the brightness though. Maybe that is a setting thing. Somewhere in the settings maybe, but I can't find it. It's very bright. And once again, thanks to East Mobile Solutions for letting me using this phone. I like it so far. Some problems though with the Samsung Galaxy S3 4G is that the micro USB port is a bit sloppy, so when charging the phone it lost connection sometimes. For example, when using the phone while you charging, then it stops charging because the connector is so sloppy, and the charging takes an incredible long time too, especially when charging with only the USB cable connected to a computer. It takes very long time. Very long time. That's a drawback. And as I said before, that the phone feels very, very plastic, but that doesn't bother me so much. But it gets scratched very, very easily. The backside of the phone gets scratched very easily, and it looks kind of bad quite fast. Small scratches on the backside, not good at all. It's a black version that I have, and it gets greasy very easily. So very greasy, the screen and the backside. These things has nothing to do with Android and the software and the functionality of the phone and so on. Only cosmetics, the beauty of it. So these things is not as good as on the iPhone, for example. The iPhone has a lot better build quality. Doesn't get scratched so easy, and I also prefer phones with no loose parts. I mean, the Samsung Galaxy S3, you need to take off the backside, remove the backside, and put in a SIM card, battery, and a micro SD card if you want, and then put the backside back again. I think that these phones I don't like really. I want so few loose parts as possible on a phone. And if you should have a micro SD card, if you really need that, I think you should have a micro SD slot on the side of the phone instead. So you easily can remove the micro SD card and put it in another device very easily without needing to remove the backside of the phone. But as I said, otherwise I like the phone. I like fiddling with Android, and I have installed more apps that I want to use. Evernote, Flicknote, but Flicknote was terrible. An annoying ad at the bottom that flashes all the time, and it can't sync with Dropbox, only with Simplenote. So that's a drawback. And Flipboard finally started to work. I had another username there. Apparently, I didn't know that. So Flipboard was incredible good. I really said awesome when I started Flipboard for the first time on this big 4.8 inch screen. You can use it in a full screen mode, so you get Flipboard in total full screen 4.8 inch, and it was awesome. I actually said that spontaneously, right out in the air. I think that view was incredibly good on a 4.8 inch screen in 720p HD resolution. A lot of content on the screen and really enjoyable to read in Flipboard. So that experience was incredibly good. I really liked that experience. And I think I have many times said that I think a bigger screen would be great to have, and I see that on this phone. 4.8 inch screen is not too big. I can easily have it in my pocket, and it's incredibly great to have when consuming media. So the screen is absolutely fabulous. I still don't like the keyboard though. I have really hard time typing. It takes a lot of time only to do a tweet or a comment on Google+. It takes a lot of time for me. Can't write fast. So the keyboard and me is not friends. I still need some apps to be creative and productive. I will continue looking for them and testing to see how I can be creative and productive on an Android phone. But it's very much information at the same time now, so I need to rest my head a bit. So please bear with me, it will come in time. I need to solve all these small annoying things first and learn to use Android before I can get into advanced stuff. So please like this video, give it a thumbs up please, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really need that. Bye.